Hello everyone, this is Kevin Gaffari from Bodybuilding Powerlifting VCU, and today I'm going to be going over a deadlift tutorial with you all. The deadlift is the #1 whole body exercise in my opinion, and it is generally recommended that you do not deadlift more than once a week, as it is more of a whole body taxing exercise than anything else. In today's video I'll be covering the two variations of the deadlift, the conventional deadlift and the sumo deadlift, which offer differences in the muscles that they're going to be targeting, as well as a different setup stance for both. Similar to the squat tutorial, I'll be watching raw footage with you all and then providing some commentary. So without further ado, the first thing that we're going to be covering is the grip and foot placement of the conventional deadlift. As you'll see, your foot placement for the conventional deadlift will be about shoulder width apart, a bit wider of a stance, and then your grip will be more narrow, very close to the outside of your legs at this point. Your arms will be touching your legs while performing the movement, if done properly. From the side view of the conventional deadlift, you'll notice that I drive the weight off the ground with my legs first, and then once my legs have helped get the weight moving, kind of killed the inertia, your lower back and hamstrings will really come into play, and that will be the powering muscles to lock out the exercise. When locking out, you don't need to overextend at the top, but rather just squeeze your glutes, lock out the weight, and then complete the movement by lowering it back down to the ground. The next thing I'm going to be covering is the sumo stance deadlift. For the sumo stance, you want your feet placed outwards and closer to the plates on each side of the bar. This might feel a little bit unnatural for some people, and for those people I would definitely advise trying out the conventional deadlift. And for others it will feel very natural, so sumo stance could be for you. Your grip will be more inwards, and then while performing this exercise you'll note that it is much more taxing on the posterior chain of the lower body, so your hamstring and glutes will definitely get totaled from this, whereas your conventional deadlift will be heavier on your lower back. Next I cover the mixed grip, which is great for using if grip strength becomes an issue. It's important to keep your elbow locked out on the underhand gripped hand by flexing your tricep in order to prevent bicep usage, because you don't really want to be using your bicep with the heavier loads that deadlifting usually will involve, and because it could just easily lead to a bicep tear or something else that we just would rather avoid. From this back view of the sumo deadlift now, you'll see that I keep the bar extremely close to my shins throughout the movement at all times. This is important in order to keep the weight from pulling you forward and causing back rounding. Every rep I'm pulling my body backwards into my heels while lifting the weight up and then lowering the weight down to reset the movement after properly locking out. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're interested in weightlifting and competitive sports that emphasize weightlifting, then I encourage you to go ahead and check out Bodybuilding and Powerlifting VCU.